Yo, peace and blessings. What go down? Man, I'm down there ran the red light. The person next to me down there ran the red light. Paying attention to me. Shame on us. But hey, man, this is what I earlier today. I was listening to this the Breakfast Club, this Jay-Z interview, and you know, one thing he said in that interview, he said people would be like, man, it was something in regards to like, dang Jay, why you ain't let, when you gonna let Kanye, you know, shine and do his thing, or, you know, some old statement like that, but it was in regards to Kanye, and it was in regards to some other people, I think he was asked that question to, and he was like, you know, he really couldn't get it. He was like, you know, what do you mean? How am I gonna let? How can I, you know? I mean, you can't. I mean, he wasn't speaking down on Kanye at all. I mean, he was just saying just that kind of question. He say, when a person feels like you gotta let them in, like, man, damn, when you gonna let me in the game? Damn, when you gonna let me get some of the female? Damn, when you gonna let me get on the field? That, you know, when people have that kind of mentality, or when somebody try to tell you basically you gotta dampen your shine, or slow down, or don't grind so hard, or whatever, right? So that they can play, so that they can get in, so that they can make some money, or whatever the case may be, right? You know, what Jay said was like, he said, man, that's a loser's mentality. And I understood it when he said it once. He kind of said a few other little deals behind it, which for me, I've said about when people start their own business, you know. But what he said was basically, man, you just gotta compete, man. He was like saying, rapping is a competitive thing, you know. It's just the nature of the business. It's very competitive. So, I mean, for you to get in, you just gotta compete, you know. And so what it made me think about is how sometimes you have that mentality of individuals who feel like just because, you know, they are a black business, that blacks need to patronize them. Just because I'm a black business, patronize me because I'm a black business. I'm trying to do something positive, you know, support me. Come on, man, support, you know. And so I've supported people before, man, black, just because they was black and so on. But I mean, honestly, man, I mean, I'm not really one who just does it just to do it either. You know what I'm saying? And that's just likewise, even with my Enlightening Minds Enterprise. You know, when I want, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I notice like when people share stuff, that if I share like some comical, you know, nonsense or whatever that I think was humorous, I mess around and share a fight, I mess around and share a bad or tragic accident, you know, I mean, a number of people would share that. But when I share like my own videos, me talking and so on, people don't really share that, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I'm not saying this to say all of a sudden start sharing my stuff, because the way I take that is this here. I say, well, man, obviously I'm not putting out enough. I'm not still giving it what it needs to inspire a person or make a person want to share, want someone else to hear this, or who they feel like, you know, somebody they know or somebody on their timeline would love to hear this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you think about some of them brothers like Derrick Jackson and whatever the other cat's name, you know, if they, you know, they don't say what they know you want to hear. You know, back in the days, I used to be a manipulative individual. You know what I'm saying? I tell a female whatever, you know what I'm talking about, and worry about representing it later. But my thing was, you know, I had way more females. I had chicks who wasn't even trying to go nowhere. They'll know I'm not monogamous. They'll know that I'm not trying to be in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't going anywhere. That was the crazy part about it. You know, but as soon as I got locked up, I guess that gave them the foundation they need to break wind on me. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I understood that later down the line. But my point was that, you know, coming out being a truth teller you know, shooting the truth, a lot of people shun that, run from that, don't want to hear that because I think the truth makes the person be responsible. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody outside of yourself when you tell a person the truth. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people you'll find, even when you tell them the truth, you be straight up with them. You know, they'll try to shift that stuff around and act like you never said it. And I'm the type, you know, I'm gonna re-put it back in their face, because I'm not gonna allow you to vilify my character, you know, just because you want to really go with your emotions on some stuff and not accept this truth. But anyway, my point is this here. What's his name? God dang it. The light skinned little brother, man, was with Lil Wayne and them, Drake. Okay. Man, I shared this post. This is one of his lines on one of his verses. He said, I have so many, he said, I have way more friends or something like that. I have so many friends. If I only, he said, if I didn't, what did he say? If I didn't tell the truth and only gave out compliments. You know what I'm saying? And that's true, man. If all I did was just tell you what you want to hear, man, and compliment you. You know what I'm saying? People that love me, people that share my shit, people that want to be talking about me. I've been blow up, you know what I'm talking about? But for me, man, I'm really, you know, I just can't, that ain't my build up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you from a dual perspective, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, not to get too far from all that, cause my point is this here. When it comes to just being in the games or whatever, man, you gotta just compete, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not gonna patronize you just because you're a black business, or I'm not gonna just. Well, for me, I'm when I see people doing what they're doing, sometimes I just share and I ain't really looking to see what you trying to put out there. I just see you trying to put out something that you trying to do. I might just share it, but that's just me. I do it sometimes just because I like your effort. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to me spending my money on something now, then I need to feel like I'm getting what I'm paying for, or I'm getting what you asking, you know what I'm saying, me to pay for. That tag you putting on that. You know what I'm talking about? But if let's say, for example, you got a chicken spot and you don't have no deals, you don't have no specials up in here. You know what I'm saying? You just really want to be patronized solely on the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you're a black business trying to come up in the game. I mean, it's really hard because naturally the mind functions in a way where you're going to compare. You know, okay, well, I got $5. They telling me I only can get a 2-piece for $5 here, but I can go to Popeyes and get 5 for $5. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, they're a big major chain, and in the beginning, you're not going to be able to compete with big major chains. I'm just saying, like, for anybody, but I'm saying my point is you got to compete, though. You have to compete, and I feel like you really ain't competing if you don't have something set aside to make a person feel like they getting something, you know, worth their money when it comes to supporting you. So whatever it is, man, I feel like, you know, whatever you're doing, whether you're making music, whether you're selling something, you definitely gotta compete. Shout out to my girl, Walonda. I don't even know my girl last name. Walonda though, Eargasm, you know what I'm talking about? Man, she makes some real good jewelry. Check her out, man. Her stuff looks real nice, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Walonda, man. She's on my page. And she doing her thing, and I really feel like she on to something. She gonna definitely blow up with that. And to my girl Tiffany Joseph doing her thing with them plays, script writing, you know what I'm talking about, putting them actors together, doing them live, you know, praise and all that. She doing her thing, true grinding hustler for real. Shout out to Tiffany, man. And it's a whole bunch of other people. That's what I'm gonna do, I think, on next video, man. I'm just gonna shout out some people. I'm just gonna do a shout out everybody doing their thing, man, that I can think of. I'm gonna try to write it down, and I don't want to miss nobody. You know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings to everybody, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. This is Sunday Fun Day. I'm still kind of putting in a little work. I ain't really got over to the, you know, the old relax and chill back, enjoyment phase of the day. But you can best believe I'm gonna find my way there. So, hey man, y'all have a good one, man. Peace and blessings. And I hope y'all got what my whole point, man. Be a competitive in the game. Stop trying to tell somebody or want somebody or expect somebody to dampen their shine or support you just to be supporting you. You gotta compete, man. You gotta do your part. Peace and blessings.